Hey everybody, all right, 6 exercises for back stiffness, hip stiffness, neck pain, anything all the above. It'll help with shoulders, chest, even ankle mobility and foot stuff that might be going on, knee stuff. So if you're feeling a little crunchy and sore and achy, these exercises will be really helpful for you. Hey Nina, so I'm gonna demo back there for us. I think you should be able to see my whole body there. These exercises should work for pretty much everyone. If they don't feel good for you, just take them or leave them. You don't have to do all of them. A few of them should definitely work for you no matter what is going on in your body right now. I think that's it, okay? So let me demo to you back here. Hopefully, I think you should be able to see me okay. So 6, I wrote them down because who can remember 6 things, right? Okay, so the first one, we're gonna do cat-cow with just a little twist, and we're gonna work in some neck flexion and extension in the cat-cow. So you're gonna do regular setup for a cat-cow. So we're on the hands and the knees. So knees and hips lined up, shoulders and wrists pretty much lined up, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to go through regular cat-cow like we normally would, but at first we're going to stop in this position. This would be a cow position, and you're going to just tuck and extend the neck here. So you're going to do 5 rounds of that, and then you're going to come into the cat and you're going to flex and extend the neck here 5 times, and then you're going to roll through with your breath, inhaling to lift, exhaling to round 10 times. Okay, so 5 neck flexion and extension in cat, 5 in cow. I just did those backwards, I think. And then 10 moving fully with your breath on each rep. Okay, so that's our cat-cow with a little twist. I can see you all jumping on. Sorry, I can't read it from here, but I'll jump up in a second. Second exercise is adductor rockbacks. One of my faves. This was awesome in pregnancy and postpartum, again, when I was sitting a bunch, nursing all the time. So we're gonna stay in that cat-cow position. We're gonna take one leg out to the side, flex this foot and point the toes up towards the ceiling to get a lot of length through that leg. I don't know if you can see my foot there, but you're gonna pull the toes back towards the shins. We keep this neutral spine position. I don't let my bum tuck as I sit backwards. So I only go back as far as I can, keeping the bum untucked. Okay, so this is our adductor rock back. And then we would do the same thing on the other side. So long through the spine, not tucking the bum under, we're keeping this neutral position, and then sitting back, coming forward, sitting back, coming forward. So we're getting a huge stretch through the adductor muscles or the inner thigh muscles on each side. Okay, 8 to 10 each side feels really good. So that was our second exercise. Third exercise is going to be child's pose with a side stretch. So I'll show you, I'm going to show you this way actually. So regular child's pose, but we're going to go with wide knees, so knees out to the side. We're going to take the arms out in front like we normally would, but then we're going to walk the hands to the side. We're going to do 5 breaths there, trying to feel openness through that side of the body. Now, if I'm taking my arms to the right, I'm going to think about pushing my left hip down into the floor and feeling a stretch through the left side of the lat. 5 breaths there, so just in this position here, head relaxed down. And then I would go over to the other side, same deal, 5 breaths down. So when I go to the left with the arms, I'm I'm thinking right hip rooted into the floor, stretching through the right side of the lats, okay? So I do 5 breaths right, 5 breaths left, and then I'm gonna come to the center and settle in for just 5 breaths in the regular position out in front. I'm just gonna check your comments super quick to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Yeah, sure, hustling mama. Not hustling too hard tonight, which is good. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, thoracic rotation plus hamstring stretch. This exercise is in core plus floor restore for C-section. If you're following that right now, love it. This is such a nice one because I love the thoracic rotation exercise, but to get a bit more of a hamstring stretch is really excellent. I also think keeping this leg extended and the foot down helps us to keep our hips stable and over top. So top leg extended straight out. This is already stretching for me. My hamstring flexibility is not what it used to be. I'm going to push this foot down into the floor. Now, whatever you want to do with these arms. So I like to just keep this one extended. Sometimes I put this hand behind my head. Sometimes I keep it straight. Whatever works for you. So you're going to rotate, but you stop when you feel this foot trying to lift off of the floor. And you can relax your head back when you open through. You're going to exhale as you open and come back across, okay? So you would do the same thing on the other side. So this leg just down and relaxed, top leg extended, open, keep the foot pressed down or arm out. Now, if you are doing it this way with the straight arm, I don't want you to flop this arm down. I want you to keep this arm extended out from the shoulder and think about drawing the shoulder blade down. So my arm's not going to fall to the floor because my shoulder blade is not on the floor, okay? If I could get both shoulder blades down, then both arms could go down. But that's not happening for me, all right? So you're going to do 10 each side, making sure to exhale to extend, inhale to come back over top. That was number 4. Number 5 is deep squat supported. So you can use whatever sturdy thing you have. Squat rack here. So I would just get into my squat stance, a little bit wide, a little bit turned out with the feet. I would grab on. You do not have to be in a full squat here, but it's totally fine if you are as well. You can also keep your bum a bit more raised. I like one hand on top of the other, and then just kind of hanging out in this position. Again, in this, I'm feeling a stretch through the back, through the lats on either side. And also what I like to do in this supported deep squat sometimes is just move side to side. So you don't just have to stay here the whole time. You can shift your weight back and forth. You can pick your feet up, whatever is nice for you. You can switch arms and hold again on the other side. So supported deep squat, you can do 20, 30 seconds, 8 to 10 long, slow breaths, whatever works. And then last one is going to be squat to stand or just a body weight squat. So squat to stand, we would start in our squat stance. I like to grab onto the toes and then we're gonna sit down into that deep squat position. And then you're just going to straighten the legs into a big hamstring stretch and come right back down. So when you're in the deep squat, you're gonna think lift the chest, head just neutral, gaze forward, and then big hamstring stretch. Here, if that's a bit too much right now, no problem at all. You're just going to go, sorry, that light above me is so annoying, down and up into your regular body weight squat. And of course, you could do both the squat to stand and the body weight squat if they both feel good. Oh, I'm really out of breath from that, you guys. Okay, So just to review, 6 exercises. First exercise was the cat-cow with the neck flexion and extension. So you're in cow with the arched back. You're gonna tuck the chin and look up 5 times. Then you're gonna go into cat, where you're rounded, do the same thing, flex, extend 5 times. You're gonna then go through the regular cat-cow, where you are moving with your breath through the arching, which is our inhale, and then our exhale, which is the round and tuck. So that's 10 of those. So then number 2 was the adductor rock backs. One leg extended out straight to the side, other knee down on the floor, and you're shifting your hips back to front, getting that stretch through the straight leg, through the inner thigh. 10 each side on the adductor rock backs. Thoracic rotation with hamstring stretch. I might have done child's pose first, no problem. So either one, child's pose or thoracic rotation next. Thoracic rotation, let's talk about that one first. That was side lying, leg extended out to the side. Keep your foot planted on the floor. You're not working to get this huge, massive rotation where you get flat to the other side. You're just working to get some stretch through the chest and stretch through the hamstring of that outstretched leg. The child's pose was where you were stretching to the side for 5 breaths, stretching to the other side for 5 breaths, and then settling forward with the arms just stretched out in front for another 5. And on those breathing exercises, it's just long, slow, and relax. The point is to settle in as much as you can, to take the tension off of your body and just to be in that position, in that pose. Supported deep squat. So again, I like it supported. You can do it without the support if that feels good on your pelvis. Supported, you can do with a TRX. Something sturdy that's not going to move on you. And you're just hanging out in that position, shifting the hips a little bit side to side if that feels good. And then the last one was the squat to stand into the deep squat, straightening the legs for a big hamstring stretch and rolling through that motion. Or if that's not working for you right now, then just into our regular bodyweight squat is perfect, okay? Any questions on that stuff? It's a nice little circuit to do. You can do it every day, absolutely, multiple times a day if you want to, if you need to. You can do it in combo with core plus floor restore. You could do it for your warm-up if you want to skip the warm-up exercises in your phase, whatever feels good for you. Sound good? No more questions popping up, I don't think. All right, well then we are good to go for tonight. So 6 mobility exercises to help with your back stiffness, pain, hips, neck, shoulders, knees, anything along the chain, okay? All right, sounds good. Everybody have a great night. I'll talk to you later on.